think a lot of folks have trouble with making a small pulley on your trusty treadmill motor, which is desirable if you want torque or foot-pounds or whatever. So what I did was actually use this Zodiac and the power supply, turn it on to about quarter power. It spins nicely, not too fast. And take a grinder, one of those handheld type with a quarter-inch, roughly about a quarter-inch thick grinding wheel. Okay. Now what you want to do is grind away and form a pulley, like I did here. And go a little further until it separates. This will separate. The wheel separates from this part, which is screwed on. And what I did was get a little extra, about 1/16 of an inch or more. Okay. It will spin freely, and you don't want to have it rubbing up against the back part up here. So what you do is get about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of paper and put it behind it, this wheel. Stick it in here, clamp it, okay? You want to have it nice and even, so you can put a load of paper here behind this part here, right? You want to separate it so it doesn't rub against this, right? You clamp it. Then just drill a hole down through it and put a tapered pin in, like I did here. You can see I got an extra 1/16 of an inch, because this will move around. This is, I'm trying to use my finger here. This part's bolted on, screwed on. So take it down as far as you want to go. Not too far. Okay, with a grinder. Simple, easy thing to do, quick. And drill a hole here. Preferably, under 1/8 of an inch or less, right? Just put a mark, drill through to the other side. Put a tapered pin in, hit it in hard, and you're off to the races with a pulley. I guess some people, I could stick it in a lathe, but I thought I'd try the grinder, which just works great. You just don't apply too much pressure, just grind away until you form a pulley, like I did. And go past past this part here. It'll move around on its own, and this part is screwed on. This part's not. It's part of this here, right? So to get around all that, you just put a taper pin in, because you need your fan system here in the back, and also a massive pulley, I believe, or the wheel. Treadmill motor fixed. Or you can lightly weld it if you want to, I suppose. But it works. It's fine. That's how I get around doing crazy stuff. And tap it in with a hammer. Paper pin. And never come out. Alright, well, that's the story for today. Don't run it too fast. You run it evenly, so, well, you'll figure it out. But this grinder, and this part will separate. Alright? It won't, this part is okay. It's screwed on. This part is on the shaft. But when you put your taper pin in, make sure you put paper in there. About 3 or 4 just enough to clear the back of this here. You don't want this rubbing against this part here, right? And you don't want that. So you gotta have that separated at least several thousandths of an inch, right? And this part is an important part for keeping the motor cool. And I mounted this on several blocks of wood, and I'll put a hinge on it to run my lathe, so this should be interesting. Well, that's when you make a pulley, a small pulley. Then you go take that to a bigger pulley on your machine, and you're off to the races, basically. All right, we're a happening unit. It doesn't take long to do this. You don't have to use a file and try and run this motor and file at the same time. You can if you want, but yeah, it's fun. Okay, well, that's my little story for today.